Well, hello there. I know this is a impromptu quick Facebook Live, but it's part of day two of the 33-day video challenge where I promised you to do a video for you every single day. And I'm going to have some cool guests coming up soon as well. But this video here is all about the entrepreneurial heart. And so this is something a little different. This isn't pure teaching like I normally do and show you like how to make money or how to increase your brand or your exposure. I actually just wanted to talk to you about the entrepreneurial spirit. And we'll have a series of these videos as well throughout the 33 days, depending whether you like it or not. Comment below if you want also just true grit videos about what it's like to be an entrepreneur. All right. And then starting tomorrow, because this one's for some of you that asked for this. All right. Here's to you, Mark Riddle. Some of you asked for some 3 secrets of doing Facebook Lives. And I have a lot to share with you because it involves entrepreneurial grit. But tomorrow that series will start. And then we'll also go back to ground zero, foundational stuff about what do you do to make money online? What do you do if you maybe are retiring or you just retired or maybe you just want to change in your career and you know that doing something online is what it's all about. Yeah, true grit. Well, the videos will have John Wayne in it. Oh, I love that. That's a really great. Hi, John. How are you? Oh, I love that. Let's get a quick drink here. True grit. I've lost a lot, made a lot of money, lost a lot in life. And there's a great book called Everybody's Got Something, and that's what it's all about. You know, I will share my story full out in a book one day, but you know, I've made millions, created multi-million-dollar companies, got 1.5 million financing from Silicon Valley back in the year 2000 to start a encryption security hosting company in California. I've been through a lot, seen a lot, and you know, kind of stumbled a lot. And the thing is, though, what's the grit, right? A lot of people, let me just kind of come into here for a sec. A lot of times you are so close to giving up, and you've probably heard this before, that you're on the 99th yard line and you didn't know it, right? You only got 1 yard left to get that touchdown. And oh, thanks, Tina. How are you? Tina, did I figure out my technology issues? Tina says, good topic. I did a live yesterday on self-care and time management for entrepreneurs. Awesome. Anyone, if you want to, check out Tina Shang's Be Live and Facebook Lives and everything that she's got going on. I love your show as well, Tina. And I've learned a lot about how to go Facebook Live through Tina and also Stephen Healy and April Roga. So big shout out to you. Thanks. So yeah, look over there. We got John saying, cool, Tina. Yeah. Tina, if you want, just put, because I can't type at the same time, because I'm actually testing out yet another thing, a MacBook Air Pro, which is mine, the camera in it. And, oh, good. Looks good. Sounds great. Okay. So, you know, hopefully, no, that's still on. Okay. I think I almost pushed the wrong button. Okay. I almost ended the broadcast by accident. So, oh, you bet, Tina. Just type in how people can go to your show. Type in your Facebook page because, you know, sharing is caring. And, you know, I believe in the world of abundance as well. That goes along with true grit of an entrepreneur. Sometimes we can get really greedy. I want to talk about this because true grit also goes with doing a gut check, a moral compass check of what you're doing in your business or your life. And if I can, you know, impart some words of wisdom, you know, that might help some individuals here. One of the things that I want to say is that, you know, there's this reptile brain aspect of us. We're all born with it, right? Human beings, right? And sometimes when your back's in a corner, your back's against the wall, sometimes it's easy to try and make shortcuts. I'm not even going to go into details or anything, but I've seen, you know, people get into the spot. And it's happened to me with partnerships as well. You know, I've had some great partnerships that might sound great, like, oh, wow, you made X amount of money, and yet, you know, you're not happy with maybe how you made the money, or you're not happy with how the whole, business is going, or maybe the person's taking the money that is supposed to be your share to finance another thing that you don't have a say in and it's beyond your control. So let's get to true grit. What do you do when something like that happens, right? Or if someone this has happened to me, when sometimes people take your passwords away from like an account that might have 25,000 emails in it, right? And so it's always like, you feel like you're in a boxing ring and you kind of bang, get boxed a few times and you fall down. You will fall down. Not every business you do succeeds. So what do? Do you when your back's against the corner, do you let the reptile part of your brain take over, and it's like, kill or die or whatever, and you get really, really hard. And you bet, Tina. Tina's saying, there's so much to know that there's not a single one of us that knows it all. One of us is never as good as all of us. I love sharing and collaborating. Yes. And that kind of goes with getting rid of that reptile side of your brain. And I know, Tina, you're not like this at all, but just if you're listening right now and you're struggling as an entrepreneur, or maybe and I'm not talking about just business as life as well. This could happen just in your personal life. I recently talked to someone that had to leave a country, marriage, get divorced, everything, and start new. And the thing is, you got to get rid of your anger. Bad things happen to good people, all right? But you got to get rid of your anger. And as an entrepreneur, the true grit is you are going to get screwed. You are going to, have unfair stuff happen to you. And, or maybe you go through depression. You're going to have health issues. Just everyone's got something. That's the best word, that I can say. And so what do you do? And if you keep that anger and you're so mad and you're so jealous, or, oh, that person ripped my product off and is, teaching this now. I mean, what's the point? The only thing you're doing is you're hurting yourself, because as soon as you can let go of that other stuff, and I'm not here to talk about self-help and go buy a bunch of books, but the point is you got to let go and keep moving forward, because there's so many doors that open for you when other doors close. And that's like the true grit of an entrepreneur. And it's hard. I've had even best friends say, well, Maria, maybe you should go back to the corporate life or get a marketing job at a company and not have the stress anymore of being an entrepreneur. When a good friend says that to you, it hits deep in the gut. It's different between someone else, maybe the cowboy keyboard jockeys that type bad stuff about you because whatever, is said. There's going to be, what's that saying? Was it Gary Vaynerchuk that said it? That if you're not pissing someone off, you're doing something wrong. So it's going to happen. You got to get over also what other people think about you. And, the true grit of an entrepreneur is staying the course of not giving up. Okay. You just can't give up. And I know there's a popular saying to really focus on that one thing and then you'll have success. But I actually will tell you that recently, since like about 3 years ago, when I had to come back from nothing, bankruptcy, divorce, everything, come back from nothing, I actually had to try a bunch of different paths. Focus on this, then focus on this, focus on this. And it's not that I was skipping from thing to thing, but sometimes you don't know what you want until you try it. Does that make sense? So some entrepreneur, the pivotal moment for me was when a very good friend of mine, who's I feel is a mentor to me, and it's cute because he'll say, well, you're my mentor. The thing is that he said, Maria, you are just so rocking at video. How come you're not getting more involved in video? You used to do that back in 2008, 2009. And I don't know, I guess I was chasing that, what's really everyone else is teaching right now or doing and moving forward. And so the minute I started doing video, even for my e-commerce store, video for that store. And now that I found my mojo, now I have it, but I didn't have it a year and a half ago. And I'm pointing that out to all of you because some of you might get frustrated that you're trying some kind of course maybe that you bought that was given all these promises. Well, how come these people can make all this money on, I can't? Well, I'm going to be flat out honest. Maybe that particular stream is not for you. All right. And maybe you do want to try something else to see if that's for you. Like once you get a hint that that is for you, then you do focus, right? But don't ever put yourself, does this make sense what I'm saying, first of all? And yeah, I'm just reading. Exactly. I like what Tina said. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison said that. Yeah, depending on who you ask. That's right. Yeah, when he invented the light bulb, I mean, it was amazing. Could you imagine if he'd given up on, say, the 5,000th try? That would have been horrible, Or what's that famous herbalist woman in Germany, Hilda Van, I forget the name, Hilda something. If she hadn't continued in her work, there's so many wonderful natural holistic remedies we might not have known about in certain plants and stuff like that. And so, yeah, it's really important. So the point is, I wanted to keep this Facebook Live, and I love how Be Live TV is working right now, is keep it short and sweet. But an example of true grit also is not getting ticked off at little technical things, because it's going to happen. And over the last month, I've had so many different ups and downs about doing Facebook Lives and live streaming that, you know, you just keep up with it, and don't get mad at yourself if something screws up. If my face froze right now and you can't watch the rest of me, then you can't just go and beat yourself up for it. You just laugh at it, right? And so that's part of the true grit of an entrepreneur is just learning, fail forward fast. You know, I love that book, Ready, Aim, Fire, Aim. My memory's gone today. Maybe I need coffee in this cup instead of water. But anyway, does anyone remember the book I'm talking about? Agora Publishing. Michael Masterson wrote it. Ready, Fire, Aim. So it's about taking action, and then, you know, if that hits the mark, then you continue with that. Okay. If it doesn't hit the mark, then you try something else. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. What I wanted to do is just kind of share some of the stuff with all of you. I'm going to kind of sign off for now. I really just wanted to, you know, a 10-minute True Grit series, and I'll continue some of this during the 33 days. Tomorrow, though, I'll share some of those tips, because some of you asked, you know, what are those 3 hot tips of doing Facebook Live? And obviously you're seeing me use one of those cool tools, Be Live TV. But I want to also end this one with also saying, surround yourself with people that get it, okay? I'm actually getting off of this Facebook Live. I'll be talking with Charles Kirkland on Skype, and, you know, form your own entrepreneur alliance that motivates you, helps you, and keeps you uplifted, because sometimes, you know, your family they don't get it, right? They don't get it. I had to break off one relationship recently where, you know, the person was, she was upset that I was, like, you know, on my computer at night, you know, and sometimes if I want to take the whole morning off, you know, to do whatever I want, work out or whatever, then maybe that means I'm working at night, you know. And yeah, so Tina says, yes, great tip. Yeah. So just surround yourself with positive, like-minded people, and try your best to explain to the people that don't get it, you know, some ways that they could get it, so they have patience with you and support you. You know, you always need people that lift you up, not bring you down. So Marie Goodell signing off, and thank you so much for joining my live, or if you're watching the replay, thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow on day 3 of the 33-day video challenge, where I hope to give you nice golden nuggets, and also get golden nuggets from you too, because sharing is caring. Talk to you later. Maria signing off.